Welcome to video 4 of our dplyr video series. Today we're going to talk about the verb filter. Filter is going to select rows that meet certain conditions. For instance, if I do here the flights data set, and then let's filter, and I want to do conditions that are met. So from the other columns, so let's say I want to pick the month to be equal to 9 and the day equal to 11. Okay, so this will give me all flights of September 11th from this data set. So you'll see everything here has a month of 9 and a day of 11. Okay, so I could also then say, okay, let's do another thing. Let's take flights, and let's do the same filter, and we're going to do the month is September, the day is the 11th. You notice when I'm doing comparison for equals, is it equal to, I do the double equal mark, okay, rather than the assignment equals. And let's say distance bigger than 2,000. Look, I have 151 flights on that date that went over 2,000 miles. Okay, so I can filter multiple things, but suppose I wanted instead, let's look at my reduced data set, and I am going to filter that for a distance. Say I want the distance either really long, so bigger than 4,000, or the distance less than 60. Now you'll notice I had to repeat the word distance. I can't say distance bigger than 4,000 or less than 60. I have to tell it exactly what I want to do. Okay. So there was, in the whole data set, now I haven't filtered for month and day here, there are 708 flights that were either greater than 4,000 miles or less than 60 miles. Okay. Now, you need to be careful when you're using this double equals because when you're using arithmetic expressions, you might want to use the command near instead. And let me just show you that. If you do x gets the square root of 2, and I do x squared, and I want to go, is 2 equal to that? Right? Square root of 2 squared should be, but they're not, because there's a round off error in the computer. So you have to use, if you're using something like that that's going to use numbers that might have a round off, you're going to use the function near. And then it's true. Okay, so and if you want to use multiple or statements instead of doing that, you're better off to use the in helper. So let's take FL flights and let's filter, and in this case what I want to do is in September, but I want the day to be in the set of let's see, either 11th or the 18th, right? So it's in that vector. So it's day of the 11th or the 18th. And if I do that, I will get September 11th flights and September 18th flights. If I wanted it in any of those dates from the 11th to the 18th, I would do this. I would just do 11:18. And see, now I get a lot more entries. You can see by the number of entries here, 7,446, versus this was 1919. Okay. Okay, now this will exclude any NA values unless you explicitly ask for them. So that's just a note to make to yourself. Okay, you have 2 exercises to work, and the first one has a whole bunch of parts to it. So this may take you a little while, but this is a chance for you to put together your filtering and your selecting. Okay, so work those exercises and then come back and we'll do video 5.